Welcome to Smart Syllabus students. So as you know, we are already in your SSLC final exam crash course series. So in this crash course series, students, we learn every day 100% question. So related to this series, there are so many videos are there in the channel. You can check all those videos in the link given in the description. And if you want to get the similar videos even in the future, you have to subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Do not forget to share these videos with your friends and don't forget to like the videos. Okay, dear students, apart from that, even many videos are there which are very helpful for you, and those all links are in the description. You can check from there. So today in this video, we will learn one more 100% question which is very important in your final examination. Okay, let's move for that. As you know, students, from the previous video, we are discussing about a topic called polynomials. So under this polynomial section, we have already discussed many important sums which are very important in your final examination. So this video is all about a sum which was given for you in the last video as homework. So that homework sum we are going to solve in this video now. So here is the homework sum, that is obtain all other zeros of 3x raised to 4 plus 6x cubed minus 2x squared minus 10x minus 5 if two zeros are given already. So this is the first zero and this is the second zero. So two zeros of this are given. It means, student, that is 3x raised to 4, x raised to 4. So here is the power is x. It means it is having 4 zeros. Out of that, 2 zeros are already given, which are here. Now remaining 2 zeros we have to find out. In this video, we are going to find out the remaining 2 zeros of this given polynomial. If you have solved already this homework sum, then check yourself wherever you might have done wrong, and if you have done correct, then very good. Okay, let's move for solving of this polynomial. Okay, obtain all the zeros of 3x raised to 4 plus 6x cubed minus 2x squared minus 10x minus 5 if two of its zeros are square root of 5 by 3 and minus square root of 5 by 3. Okay, first we write the given equation in the solution part. Solution. Okay, given polynomial is 3x raised to 4 plus 6x cubed minus 2x squared minus 10x minus 5. This is the polynomial. Now of this polynomial, two zeros are already given. So what we do now, so the given zeros are square root of 5 by 3 and minus square root of 5 by 3. So what we do now, let us consider these two as x. Okay, first x is equal to root 5 by 3 or x is equal to minus square root of 5 by 3. Now take this 5 by 3 on the other side. So we get x minus, because here plus is this, so when it comes this side we get minus square root of 5 by 3 is equal to 0, or even here take this minus and that side, so we get x, when minus comes that side we get plus square root of 5 by 3 is equal to 0. So already we discussed about this part in the previous video, right? So it's like solving quadratic equation, but we're doing its opposite steps. So what we do, this entire thing is 0, this entire thing is equal to 0. So what we'll write now, that is x minus square root of 5 by 3 into x plus square root of 5 by 3 is equal to 0. It means either this is 0 or this is 0. Now we have to multiply these two brackets now. So for that multiplication, you can use the regular multiplication method, that is multiplying first with x, these two terms, then with minus root 5 by 3, these two terms, but takes little bit more time and there are chances of getting confused. So what we do, we use an identity for this. So you can see here it is in the form a plus b, a minus b. So this is in the form a plus b and a minus b, that's equal to a square minus b square, right? We'll use this idea to solve the next step. Okay, so here we have a plus b, a minus b. We have to write this now, a square minus b square. A square in the sense first term square, that is x square, minus b square, b square in the sense root 5 by 3 the whole square, that's equal to 0. Therefore x square minus the square root and the square gets cancelled, so we get 5 by 3 is equal to 0. So this is the required polynomial. So we solved almost 1/4 of the sum. So still we have to go a long way. After getting a polynomial like this, what we do, students, we divide the bigger polynomial, this one, with this smaller polynomial. Okay, first try this bigger polynomial here now, that is 3x raised to 4 plus 6x cube minus 2x square minus 10x minus 5. Divide this one by x square minus 5 by 3. Okay, the division process already we discussed in the previous question, but once again constant here. So what we have to do is take the first term, that's 3x raised to 4. Okay, 3x raised to 4, divide this one by x square. Okay, from x raised to 4, x square, if it is gone, in the sense just x square is remaining, and this 3 means it is 3x square. Now multiply this 3x square for both these terms and write the answer here now. Okay, here nothing is the number, in the sense it's 1, so 1 into 3 it's 3, x square into x square, it's x raised to 4. Next we are going to get is multiply these three numbers, it's minus into plus, definitely minus. Okay, 5 by 3 into 3, 5 by 3 into 3x square, 3 gets cancelled, so we get 5x square. It means next is 5x square, but if you write the 5x square here, you may get confused because it is x cubed, so write 0 here. Now minus into plus, minus 5x square. I think it is clear, right? Now subtract these two, plus will change into minus, plus will change to minus, minus will change into plus. Now 3x raised to 4 minus 3x raised to 4 gets cancelled, nothing will remain. And this 6x cube with the 0, you cannot do anything, so just write 6x cube with the sign as it is, that is plus 6x cube. Now here minus 2 plus 5, both are having different signs, so we have to subtract. In 5 if we subtract 2, we get 3x square. Greater number is 5, its sign is plus, so plus 3x square. Now take the next term down, that is minus 10x. Now again divide first term and first term, so here the first term is 6x cube and here it is x square. So from x cube, if x square is gone, just x remains, and this 6 means it is plus 6x. Now again multiply, 1 into 6, it's 6x into x square, it's x cube. Now 5 by 3 into 6, 5 by 3 into 6, x, 3 ones are 3 twos are, so 2 into 5 it's 10x, but here x square is there, therefore again don't write anything. Minus into plus, minus 5 by 3 into 6x is 10x. Now again subtract these two by changing the sign. So here plus is there, we write minus, plus will change into minus, minus will change into plus. 6x cube minus 6x cube gets cancelled, this term with the 0, nothing can be done, so write as it is 3x square. Next minus 10x plus 10x, both are having the same number but different signs, so even get cancelled, so here 0. Take down the minus 5. The final division, again divide first term upon first term, so it's 3x square upon x square. Now x square gets cancelled, so we get just 3, so plus 3 into x square, it's 3x square minus 5 by 3 into 3. So 5 by 3 into 3. 3 gets cancelled, just 5 remains. But here only 0 is there. So what we do? Plus 0 as it is. Minus into plus. Minus 5 by 3 into 3 is 5. Again, subtract these two by changing the sign. Okay, minus 3x square minus 3x square. Cancel 0 minus 0. Cancel minus 5 plus 5. Again, same number but a different sign. So cancel. So 0 plus 0 plus 0. So we finally divided the given big polynomial, or you can see this large polynomial or a given polynomial with this polynomial completely. It means this is one factor, and the other two zeros what we're going to find, they are here now. So from this we have to find out the remaining two zeros, right? Okay, and now let's find out the zeros present in this section now. And now first write the relation between these all things now, that is this polynomial, that is 3x raised to 4 plus 6x cube minus 2x square minus 10x minus 5 is equal to, okay, first you have to write x square minus 5 by 3, x square minus 5 by 3 into this polynomial. We must write it here now, 3x square plus 6x plus 3, because after multiplying these two polynomials only we get this entire polynomial. That's why product of these two is equal to 0, plus remainder at least is 0 only. Then that's equal to, now x square minus 5 by 3, already we discussed about this, right? X square minus 5 by 3 can be written as x plus root 5 by 3, and one more x minus root 5 by 3, because from these brackets only this one is made. So now reverse process, from this bracket these two brackets now, this root as it is, then this bracket as it is, 3x square plus 6x plus 3. Then write both the brackets as it is first, 5 by 3 into x minus square root of 5 by 3. Now these two at least are the roots as we discussed. Now the remaining roots are here, so we have to solve this quadratic polynomial. And how to solve the quadratic polynomial already discussed in the previous videos of the polynomial. You can go and check in those videos, the link is in the description. Now what we do here, first to multiply this last term and the coefficient of the x square, that's 3. So 3 into 3 it's 9, then plus 6 here. Now we have to think about those two numbers in which table the 9 comes. Of course it comes in 9 table and 3 table, so we go for 3. 3 3s are 9. Now add or subtract, 3 plus 3 it's 6. So these are the factors now. So use these and split the middle term, that is 3x square plus 6x can be written as plus 3x plus 3x. Now this plus 3 as it is, because 3x plus 3x is 6x. Next, that's equal to x plus square root of 5 by 3 as it is, x minus square root of 5 by 3, even this bracket as it is. Now here the common between these two terms, what is common? First x is common, between the numbers 3 is also common. So from 3 is out, from x square x is out, 1 x is remaining, right? So write that plus 3x, completely 3x is out. So what is remaining? 0. No, wrong. The remaining term is 1. If nothing remains, always write 1. Now between these two, what is common? Take it out. As you can see clearly, the 3 is common. So from 3x, 3 comes out, just x remains, plus into plus, plus. In 3 table when 3 comes, it comes funsa. Now that's equal to x plus root 5 by 3, x minus root 5 by 3. Now in this bracket, these two terms, what is common, that you have to take out. So as you can see here, x plus 1 is there, and even here x plus 1 is there. So take that term out, x plus 1. So from here x plus 1 is gone, 3x is remaining, plus from here x plus 1 is gone, 3 is remaining. Now that's equal to x plus root 5 by 3, x minus root 5 by 3, here x plus 1, here 3x plus 3. Now, as you can see from these two, at least we can get the roots like this, these two. It means remaining two roots are here. Therefore, equate them to 0. X plus 1 is equal to 0, or 3x plus 3 is equal to 0. From here, x and plus on that side, we get minus 1. So this is the third root. Now from here, 3x is equal to send 3 that side, we get minus 3. So x is equal to minus 3, cross multiply 3. So we can divide these two. So we get x is equal to minus 1. So this is the fourth root, right? Now I think it is clear now, and hope even you might have got in this homework sum the same roots only. If you solved like this all the steps, then definitely have done very good job. Keep it up and solve the same way even in the final examination. If you have missed certain steps, then go through those steps deeply, understand and solve once again in your notebooks and practice such sums, because out of polynomials different sum, this kind of sum is very, very important. Okay, at the end of the sum now, write the statement. Don't forget to write the end statement. Therefore, the remaining zeros are, one is minus 1, the second one is again minus 1. So these two are the remaining zeros. I think it's clear, right? Okay. Now to make you more perfect, one more similar homework is there in this video. Now try that homework and make yourself perfect now. Okay, let's check. What's the homework sum? This is the homework sum, students. Find all the zeros of this polynomial. That's 2x raised to 4 minus 3x cubed minus 3x squared plus 6x minus 2. If you know that two of the zeros are here, root 2 and minus root 2. Because the highest power is 4, therefore it is having 4 roots. Out of that, root 2 and minus root 2 is given. You have to find the remaining zeros. The method of that one we discussed from previous 2 videos. We are discussing the same thing, that how to find or how to solve these sums. So hope from both the previous videos it is more clear for you. Now go for this, attend this sum, get the values of those two roots, and without fail mention in the comment section. I'll be waiting for your answers, right? Okay. So with this, students, we made one more 100% question perfect. So in the next video we'll learn still more 100% questions. So do not forget to subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so that you can get all those 100% questions right in your mobile at the right time. Okay, now we'll finish the video. Keep studying. Share these videos with your friends. Press the like button. We'll meet again in the next 100% question video. Till then, study well, study hard.